We
First of
ride.
first of 2025.
Yeah, yes. I think it,
Take
no, that
that.
went live last week, right?
Yeah, but it
But
was New
that
Year's
wasn't the
Eve.
first.
No,
That was the 31st.
that was the 31st exactly.
Was it? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so crazy. This is the first live
yeah.
of 2025 and it rhymes.
It does. Hey, what could get better than that? We can
Kitty!
wrap
I
it.
see Kitty Whiskas.
Yes, it's little Henry. Come on, sweetheart.
Henry, baby. Oh
Poor
my
baby was by
goodness.
himself today. His mommy had to go to work. He
You had to
wasn't.
go in this storm?
Yes, I did. And wait, my train, which was supposed to come, I had to take a later train today. It
Yeah.
was supposed to come at 7:51. Didn't come until after 8 o'clock. It was about 5 degrees on a windy platform. And then there were
Joey.
switch problems. So I didn't get in until 9 o'clock. So guess who took vacation time this afternoon? Because I
On
will
the
not spend,
7th.
yeah, yeah. I don't care.
I had to take okay, I had to take the second and the third, whatever Thursday and Friday was for Bill's
Right,
surgery. I had to
right,
take you know what I mean? Like I couldn't,
right. Too
and then
much.
I had to take so in addition, because I already had like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks off for
Yeah,
like my own, planned
vacation.
PTO.
Yeah,
But prior to, I had a kidney stone, which I did pass as soon as
yeah.
it was like that Saturday. I went out on like a Tuesday. I logged in and I went out on a Tuesday. I think I logged in on a Wednesday and just said, hey, I got so much. Bill's got to go here. My daughter's got medical issues. So,
Yep.
like, it was all three of us. And I
Oh,
know they don't like that, but it's not like I did it on purpose. Like I didn't say like everybody in my house is gonna go get sick.
exactly.
And plus Marilyn, she just got off antibiotics. So like every
Poor
single
girl.
person in this house and dog was
Had
sick.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, had something going on. And I was like, guys, I hate this, but that's what it's here for.
Well, my sorry self made it in this morning, but it was late, and I made up because I just took that hour and a half in the afternoon. I said I'm
Yeah.
not spending 2 hours trying to get home tonight, so
Yeah. Yeah,
that was
I have to
all.
take so tomorrow I have to go out. This is crazy, but I mean I have to take him back for it's almost a
Right,
week
follow
since
up.
his surgery, right? So he has to go follow up. He did Friday, of course, and I had to drive him to another city. But luckily the doctor's in our own town tomorrow, so it won't be
Good.
far. But we made it as late in the day as we could. And then as soon as he gets done, I have to take my daughter for a follow up in another city
Oh,
for her
geez.
medical thing. So it's just like, guys, I appreciate my work life balance. Like they do good where I work to do that. But
Yes,
at what point are they like, geez, like,
I know. I know. But what are you going to do? I mean,
yeah,
things
I mean,
happen.
I'm not laying out. I'm past that stage in my life where I lay out over trivial things. I work.
Right,
But when it's a medical issue with your kid, your dog, your husband, you know.
right.
So anyway, Pangie, you just got bye bye. Y'all are absolute nutmeg. Well, thank you. And you are somebody, Soul Reaper. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what you are.
See you
You're an
so.
asshole.
Exactly.
Ah, we found you out. Little kids, come on. Y'all are opposite of beautiful. I saw your thumbnail, bitch.
I think Soul
You're not
Reaper's
winning no
been
TV
here.
prizes.
Yeah, Soul Reaper's been here before. Thank you.
Yeah, Soul Reaper comes in and tries to put everybody down, I guess in a vain attempt to make themselves not feel so hollow out, empty, and dead inside. But
I'm sure, and and he
how's
had to
that
say
working for you?
we're all the opposite of beautiful. So I guess he just doesn't want to say ugly. So thanks, Soul
For
Reaper.
normal people in a normal
Yeah,
world, in
right.
a 50-something-year-old body, oh my God, that's terrible. Like,
Yeah,
I hate it when kids think your life ends at 50. But I tell my kids, and
right.
I have told them since the day they came out, you will blink your eye and you will be my age. I mean, just
Yep,
in a blink of the eye. And
yep.
what's crazy is youth, really, the person, was it Mark Twain? Somebody said youth is wasted on the young, right?
True.
And it's so very true because you're at your most optimum health wise. You're the most young and taut and pretty as you're ever going to be. Healthy hair, healthy
Right.
skin, healthy everything, right?
Right.
Nothing drooping,
Exactly.
sagging, everything's where it should be. But you don't appreciate it then, and you sure as hell don't know what to do with it.
No.
It's a cruel trick that life plays on you. When you're 50, you know exactly what you would do if you were that person.
Yeah, if I had it, but not having it, it's like, well, what the hell?
But they love to do is come in and come to all the lives and try to make other people feel like shit. Does that
Right.
I guess
But
they'll learn in 20 years that don't make you feel no better and it makes you
no,
a horrible asshole. Oh well.
no. But I guess
Whatever.
when you're that empty inside, you really have to work hard because you want other people to feel it too.
Exactly. I guess so, but you know what? I don't feel bad and you're not going to bring me down and you can try. But anyway, wasting enough time on assholes. Hey, Chris. Hey, Janet. Hey, Pixie. Hey, Regina. Hey, girl. Regina's my sister-in-law. Hey, Kentucky Camellia. Hello, girl.
Hi, Regina,
Hello.
Morella,
James here.
Robin, Jeanette,
Samira,
Jane. Hi,
hello. Hello, hello. Marcia, hi. Yes, it's Dawn and Winnie. Hello from
Marsha, Marsha,
Australia.
Marsha.
Just no username, but hi to you. Hi to you. Michael, hello. Yes, the trolls have found us. They find us every week, and that's okay. And that's okay.
Pixie, Redina, hello, Lux.
Um, yeah, but like Scotty, sometimes I'll go into Scotty's lives and he just gets freaking hammered with trolls.
I've
And of
heard.
course, they pick on him and they try to, and he fights back. But I always say, like, he always says to them the same thing we say is, well, you're driving up my numbers. So
Right.
I don't want to tell you, you're making that algorithm smile right now, coming in here and being a bitch.
That's right.
Milo says hi to you, Dawn.
Oh,
Oh,
hi, Milo.
yeah, we're just going to keep doing us. Lurking and driving. Hey, Katie. Hello. Oh my gosh. Thumb up the live, guys. Thumb it up. Thumb it up. So, Leanne. I'm sure I was just getting ready to do an unboxing for you. Oh, dang it, girl. Oh,
Ooh.
that'll have to
Ooh.
hold on. I want to see your unboxing. The FF Fashionable Fish Keeper. Hello, hello, hello. Dawn and I are just gonna let it rip and talk about stuff tonight.
Yep.
And I forget what I do that. I get sidetracked and I forget what I was gonna say. And like Leanne always tells me, LA, she always says, "Oh, come back on the carousel." But for the life of me, I don't know what the hell is good.
Leanne, I'm so sorry that I timed you out the last time. I didn't mean to. I
Oh
was
hell,
trying
it
to get
happens
someone
because
else.
the things go through so quick. When you push it, you don't know you're pushing him or her or them or
Yeah, it happens sometimes, I
it
hate to
does
say.
happen. Yeah, yeah. But okay, I need to keep quiet. I made a promise, but I'm watching and thumbed up. Okay. Toodaloo!
Thanks, Michael.
Okay, you're coming. Yeah, it'll come back on the carousel. But something about us coming in here real quick. I was trying to yeah. I can't remember. God, it was something going to be fun.
What we were going to talk about?
No, I was going to say something besides that. Oh, shit, reveals time. Look at this little
Ooh.
summit. You guys are kidding me with
Oh,
this.
cute.
The
That's
14
adorable.
ounce. Okay, so you can go on the website and get this, but this is the one with the little sippy straw, which folds
Yeah,
down. And some people like that. I think they're trying to, or this could be for a small child. Either way, I thought it was cute, but they do
I
make
do
the
think it's for
14.
toddlers, but
Yeah, I think it is, but they also make the 14 ounce in a straw. So
oh,
that's the new thing, but they're
oh,
sold completely out. So people went absolutely nuts. So, you're right, Leanne, it came back. So I posted, remember how the working swept through the annals of time,
yeah,
the assholes of everyone. No, seriously, the working, she made the rounds.
she did.
But now I see they have always had dupes of everything on there. This is not new, guys. But
No,
anyway, just that everybody caught fire with it and was like, oh shit, I'm getting one. Now they don't have it. But they did have the Margot. dupe on there today, which I put in my
Yes.
community post if you guys want to check it out. And also, I think Autumn went by TJ Maxx and snapped a picture of one. So maybe she's going to
Yes.
show it. Maybe she got. We don't know if she got it or not. You'll have to watch her. You'll have to watch her channel and see if she got one. But TJ Maxx had a pretty good looking one too. So
They didn't. David had it on one of his videos,
that's
the one that
right.
he
That's right.
got.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
his is a
Yeah.
really, really nice
Mhm.
looking one. So,
So yeah, the dupes are out there if you guys care to look for them. They're out there. We love what's the company we love that's you
Tiffany
know,
and Fred.
Tiffany and Fred. If you ever want to
Hmm.
find a really excellent dupe with good leathers, good
They're
interiors, good
nice.
hardware.
They're nice. So I got
Yeah.
no complaints with Tiffany and Fred.
Yeah.
In fact, I saw one that I had my eye on, and here's a hot tip. Shop Premium Outlets is good,
Yeah.
but if you want to get a good Tiffany and Fred at a great price, there's a seller on eBay called Via Store. And I
Okay.
think they sell almost nothing but Tiffany and Fred, and they are substantially discounted.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
brand
So
new, they have
even better.
100% positive, and they have a huge selection because I saw a dupe for the Dior. Is it the DJoy? That kind of
D-Joy. Yeah.
East-Westy looking tote with the flappy thing over it.
Hmm.
It's really cute.
Well, did you see the big hoopla about the two little gals that have millions of TikTok followers that I touched on a little bit last week? Have you gotten to see their now deleted hauls of their
Yes.
I just was like, and all of what we say is allegedly. We don't know facts from nothing. We're not trying to oust anybody. We're not trying to make fun. We're just talking. Okay, we're gossiping. That's what we do. We dish, we tea, we spill it.
Right.
But Super Jacob had, he got on it instantly, which was really fun. So if you ever want to go back and watch, I think he has videos on it, and I know his live was on it week before last. So funny that they did this Christmas haul, and everybody clocked them at 1 second. Just
Yeah, yeah.
the shoes. But and I know Chanel made a pair of shoes, the slingbacks that the girl showed with the pointy
Okay.
toe and the CC on the end. That is a
Yes.
popular Chanel vintage shoe. It's
Yes.
not something they sell now, or I haven't seen it. Not that
Which
I'm a
is
big,
no, which is crazy
but
because I've seen dupes of vintage bags
yeah,
and some vintage shoes, that
yeah, of
just pop up
course.
wherever, and it's crazy.
Well, what she was doing, but they, what they look like to me is it looks like a company on the gate on the fence, guys.
Uh-huh.
The yellow site. But anyway, it looks like they just duped a Fendi. That really popular kitten heel Fendi
Yes.
slingback that everybody was buying. I think Dale Meredith, Winnie got a pair, like a bunch of people really scooped that up year or two ago.
Yep.
It was just really popular, but it kind of looked like that shoe. And I was thinking, like, wow, you should have gotten the dupe for the Fendi, which is the one that really made that style.
Right.
I mean, Chanel did it first, probably, but Fendi really made it big
Yeah.
these past couple years. It's more relevant than the Chanel vintage one, but whatever. And then she
True.
got a belt bag that really did. I mean, not for nothing, look like plasticky. And then she said her mom got everything on the real.
Yeah, right. Well, that's scary. If that's the truth, that is
It's
just
not the
scary.
truth
No.
because Real has had to do damage control, and
I'm sure
I
they
don't
have.
know this. Yeah, they came out with like little ads and little things that said, "Hey, we pride ourselves on trying to authenticate everything that comes in." I mean, imagine the amount of stuff and the people they employ, right?
And
But
remember, they had
they,
that display in New York.
yeah,
They did the
yeah,
storefront.
yeah. So they weren't cool with it at all. They
Yep.
weren't when they came back with ads, despite. And I guarantee you, I mean, I feel like in my bones that if this is true, that Real Real might have sent them a little cease
I
and
wouldn't doubt it.
desist.
I wouldn't
But
doubt it. And
yeah,
especially since they've been accused in the past of letting things fall through the cracks,
yeah,
I think they're
yeah.
going to be very protective of
Yeah,
people
yeah,
saying that
yeah,
it
and I
came
have to
from
give
them.
credit to Super Jacob because this is all stuff that he's discussed. We just
Yep.
haven't been together, you and I, since all this came around. So we're talking about it. But I mean, this is something that he shed light on, and I wouldn't know much about it unless I had seen him. So credit to him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for 100%. But yeah, love him, love him. But yeah, I've got FOMO for the work and only because I could enjoy it and not be as worried about it. I know I did too. That green one was
Yeah,
something that lady, she got the right color, the right one, and that one looked amazing.
it did.
But I tell you, if you want to spend a little more money and you want to have an authentic looking, not authentic looking, but one that is customized to you and stamped with your name on it, like I have,
Oh, the
Naomi's the
Naomi.
way to go. I've got her linked in
Yeah,
all my videos. Naomi's doing charms now, leather charms, which are fabulous.
yeah.
Dawn
I'm
and I
getting
both will
one.
have one to reveal for you. She's doing that. She's also, this is exciting news. I bought a Japanese junk bag today,
Ooh,
just today,
ooh,
and I
ooh.
got this bag. This is a $2,500 bag that I bought in the neighborhood of 300 that I'm going to send her because this is something you could go on Naomi's site. I mean, I'm not sponsored. I just like to talk about things.
Yeah.
But you can go on her site right now, Naomi Crafted, and you can order, right? And she'll take you through all the steps.
Yep.
An upcrafted, like she will take your bag, your authentic bag.
Right.
She doesn't
And
take fakes.
remake it.
Yeah, and restyle and remake it with, you'll go through the process
Yep.
with her of what you want, yeah. She won't take in fakeries though. This has to be an authentic bag. She's not
Right.
effing with the fakes. So just so you know. But yeah, if you want to do that with her, she's on board 100. But
I
if you have
would.
a big, huge keep all piece, you want to turn that into a bag,
Yeah, a garment bag, anything from the
anything.
travel line would be perfect.
Yeah.
And her work is really impeccable. I mean,
Oh my
anybody who's
God.
ever gotten one of her bags, they are
So
just
good.
fabulous. She uses
So
great material.
yeah,
There's
she
like
really
nothing out of place. They're really, really good.
yeah, and she does upcycle a lot of hardware, so she has available to her some hardware that we wouldn't. But, you send everything you've got and you
Right,
discuss it first. And I'm sure if she uses hardware that she's upcycled and recycled, you know.
right.
But we're going to do one. We're going to do one together.
Would be
And I'm
great.
very, very excited. Jolie I'll just tell you what it is because it's not going to be anything like the bag. It's a nomad, like not the tiny one that Jolie has now, the
Yeah,
one that we traded, remember?
yeah.
And she has that and she loves it. But this is a bigger, an older version of that, right?
Ooh.
Nomad in like a 30. And one,
Oh
you might
man.
have seen it on eBay, guys, but one end of it's ripped out, totally ripped out at the seams. And I was like, oh, I don't care. I'll take it because all the leather's there.
Right.
And so we're
Man,
going to
that's gonna be
transform
great.
that bag.
That's gonna be great. Oh
That's going to be
man.
fun. Yeah. So yeah, the
Yeah.
nomad. Yeah. I'm so
That's gonna be awesome. So
yeah.
it makes me think I have that Cabas piano that Elvie's fixed a
I
couple
do
of
too.
times that keeps falling apart.
You should have her
And
revamp it.
I'm thinking about it, but that bag has so many memories for
Yeah.
me. But I'm thinking, but if I at least still have the material and do something with it, it's kind of still like having the bag.
Yeah, it's the same bag. It's the same
Right.
exact everything.
But
She's
just
just going to revamp
redone.
it into something that you'll probably wear more.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my
Sweet.
God, it's Brooke.
Brooke Sosa, where have
Brooke.
you been?
Nice to see you, girl.
So good to see you. Grace, hello. Oh my gosh. Jolie's here. Craig, everybody. Craig's lurking. He's had a long drive and stuff, so he's not,
Oh,
he's kind of relaxing.
I don't
Green
blame you.
goddesses. Yes, 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 yes. Apple Blonde, hello, AB. How are you?
Hey,
Oh,
AB.
Ed is in the house.
Ed.
But yeah, so we thought we would if you guys let's see. Grace says, by the way, Winnie, I love that pink and green beaded bag in your background. Have you shown it?
It's
Yes,
gorgeous.
I this is a gift from Devin. A couple years ago, we did an exchange. We did a Santa exchange, probably been 3 or 4 years ago now. And he bought us all Brandon Blackwood bags, and that's what this is.
It's gorgeous.
I will never like you all know I get rid of my bags as I
Not that
can. I
one.
mean, right now you're kind of stuck with them. You're bottlenecked at, getting rid of bags right now,
Yeah.
unless you just want to give them away. But this, I don't care. I will never. If this is gone from my collection, something terrible has happened, guys.
God forbid. Oh, God forbid. No, no.
Mhm.
That bag's a beauty.
It is. It's
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
total
Bless
masterpiece. I
ourselves
mean,
here. It's beautiful.
I looked at it online for a long time and I kept saying, like, guys, should I pull the trigger on that bag? Do I need it? Should I get it? And then lo and behold, he sent us all gifts and that was it. Devin, he gets it. Like Devin gets
Yes,
it.
yes. He's
Yeah.
got really, really good taste.
Good
He finds
taste.
really
He's
interesting
quirky.
pieces, which
Yeah,
I
he's
love.
he's really like his channel name is Good Tacky if you guys want to subscribe and go see him. He's just very eclectic. He's young. He gets it. He's got a like youthful vibe, eclectic,
And
quirky.
good tacky kind of fits his
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
aesthetic
I love
there.
him. I
It
love
it
him. I've
does.
I've
I
loved
love
Devin.
it.
Yeah. But anyhow, okay, guys. So we thought, and we've seen a couple of videos. I haven't, but Dawn has told me about them. But is this a truth? Do you guys want to discuss this? Is this true to you guys? YouTube luxury handbag channels only buy bags to get views.
Right.
So
To
that's the
unbox.
discussion.
Do we all do it?
Do we all do it? And
Yeah.
I'm guilty of doing it. Um but I'm not guilty. Here's what I won't do. I very seldom will return it to my SA cuz I don't want that to. You know what I mean? Like if
Right.
I get a Louis Vuitton bag, I very rarely return it. If I do return it, I get credit and buy something else. As you guys know, because I'm stuck with that damn Louis.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. Now I have been known to it. I'll say this: if I'm interested in a bag and I want to buy a bag, I have to love the bag first. I'm not going to buy
Right.
a bag that just doesn't appeal to me. Will I sell it when I find out it doesn't work for me 6, 7, 8 months down? Yes.
Right.
Oh, 100% to buy something else.
But that's a different story
It
because I
is.
do that too.
Yeah.
I'll buy something and I'm a lot better with it because for a while I was really super, super impulsive. And if I saw something and if the price was right, I'll be like, oh, add to cart.
Yeah.
But if I know that it's something that I'm not going to use for whatever reason, and for me, like brand is not the reason why I'm not going to use the bag
No.
because
Mhm.
I mean I love everything. I love a great assortment of styles and
Sure.
brands, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not going to ever like impulse buy a Louis Vuitton or something that's like over $1,000 or
I
even like
will, but not for the channel. But
you
I
will
love that it
right,
goes on the
right.
channel and does well.
That's a different story
Yeah.
altogether. Kentucky got timed out.
Who did?
Kentucky got
Kentucky.
timed out.
Oh no. Why?
I think it was an accident.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh
Oh, Greg,
no.
what happened?
It was an accident.
Yeah,
But the
had to
thing
be.
is, I mean, I'm not going to go and like say I'm interested in barrel bags, for instance. I'm
Yeah.
not going to go to Fendi and Louis Vuitton and Coach and whoever and just start buying and unboxing barrel bags because I want to be like known as like the barrel bag girl, for instance. And, like I'm just going to go and buy them all. Or, like say in the case of something that's a new release, if it's something that I really know I would never, never use, I'm not going to buy it because
No.
I know I, I'm going to get stuck with it. And it's just too damn hard to sell and just be stuck with stuff right now. So unless it's something that I really know I'm going to get a lot of use out of,
Yeah.
or that I know I'm going to have an easy time down the line selling off, that's one thing. But to just
Yeah.
go ahead and buy, to unbox it and
I
have it sit
guess
in the
some people
closet,
do it. I don't see it
I'm
as
sure
much
they
as
do.
used to. I mean, I don't see it as much as I used to see it. I don't think it works the way that you want it to.
Right,
Because yes, you have people that follow you and will watch you just read a phone book.
right.
And then you have some people that it will come up in there for you or whatever, and they'll go,
Hmm.
"Oh, this girl got a new. I want to see that bag." So it's
Right.
a double, you don't retain those viewers usually. I don't. I mean, I don't
No.
know anybody else who does.
And the
And I've
reason,
never had a new unboxing go completely viral. I've never had a real, what they consider a viral video. I might
me
get
neither.
10, 20,000 views, and that's very rare that I
Oh,
do. It's happened.
oh, I think the most I ever got was maybe 6,000 or
Yeah,
7,000
I mean
views, like ever.
that's like a good time for us. We love
Right,
that.
right,
But, very few times unboxing even Louis Vuitton, unless it's just something crazy that dropped and is just like the Murakami, for instance. People are
right,
looking for that right now. So if you have a catchy thumbnail and a catchy title and a Murakami bag in the yeah, you're gonna get views. But
right.
the working bag did pretty well for me. And for some people it went super viral. But I'm just not that gal. I don't go super viral. So I don't
Right.
know.
I
If
mean,
we could figure out the formula, don't you think we would have done it?
exactly, exactly. And I'm just going to put this out there too. Like, what you make on a video, especially an unboxing video, normally the people who tune in, who don't know you, don't know your channel, go right
They
to the
go,
box open, they scan through it, look, see what it is, and then click off.
yeah,
So you're never like, even if you get 10 or 20,000 views on that video, you're not making any money off of that video. I mean, you're just going to get pennies,
yeah,
maybe pennies, because nobody's watching it long enough. So, you have to kind of consider that too. But I think if you don't love a bag enough, like, and I've said
yeah,
this before on here live with you and on my videos, if I buy Chanel or Hermes, I get very few views on those. Like, I buy those
yeah,
for love. I'm
yeah,
never going to buy a Chanel bag
yeah,
or an Hermes item because I
yeah.
want to go
It's a
viral.
bonus to me. It's a
Right.
like, oh, I want that bag. And by the way, I always, I have stuff, guys, that I've never unboxed.
Me too.
That I just don't feel the need that it's few and far between, but there are bags, there are shoes,
Yeah.
there's clothing, because at some point I think, "Oh, shit, what is she do?" Like, even I am
Right.
like, "What are you doing? Stop buying crap." You know what I mean? I don't unbox and do it, but every time I buy something, especially a luxury item, yes, I always think, will that be something that does well? And then I decide once I have it, should I wait and unbox it in front of everybody? Or
Right.
should I keep it and just not tell everybody because everybody's gonna think I'm stupid for buying this?
Right.
Especially micro bags, guys. I get hate off of that. Or should I just, unbox it now and then show it to you guys as a reveal later? So it's
It's a
always something
decision.
that we think of. And Kanisha said it. She's like, we don't, she's saying like, I do wonder if people want luxury YouTubers to share the unboxing or not. I mean, it's a 50-50 thing. Some people just want to see you go, hey, I got this new bag, look at it. And then some people
Yes.
like to see. I personally like unboxings. I like seeing what came with it, what your essay sent you in the
Right.
box.
Some people want to know because, especially if you're given it as a gift, they want to
Yeah.
know, what's it going to look like? Was it packaged well? Did it arrive
Yeah.
safely? All that other stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's really important to know. You want to
Yeah.
make sure that you're not getting something sent to you that was just a pile of horse manure once
Yeah.
it landed at your
And some
doorstep.
people, some people are really good at unboxings. I mean, we were just talking about Jerusha. She's great at it
Oh,
because
yeah. Yeah.
she'll go in depth. She'll show you what it looks like. She'll do a mod shot. She'll show you in
Yep.
She's great at it. And Foxy LV used to have a channel. I don't know if you ever
I
followed
love
Foxy Angel's
Foxy.
channel.
Yeah, I miss
Loved
her.
her. She was very good. She would go over it like while she was talking about the bag
Right.
with another camera and show you even the most minute details, the
Yes.
stitching, the inside, what the bag is made of, like every single part of it, the hardware. She went in depth. So there's some people that are really good at it, and I get a lot of I won't say hate, but I get negative comments quite a bit from unboxings because I get so like excited of the bag. and that is my true excitement. Like I'm
Oh
not that
yeah.
good of an actress, guys,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I am truly excited when I see something, but then I forget to show you things about it.
I do
So,
too.
yeah.
But I like to do it when I first get something because I do want to show how it came and
Yeah.
talk about why I got it. And then I like to come back and go over a little bit
Yeah.
more in the details.
Sure.
But, I'm usually really clear if I unbox it and if there's something really wrong, I'm going to say what's wrong with it
Yeah.
and bam, it's going to go right back.
Yeah, but
But,
then you have those people too who every single time, almost every time they unbox, there's a couple ladies that come to mind, and I
uh
won't
huh,
call anybody out. I'm
not
not going to
naming
do that.
names.
Not naming names, but who will find something
Oh, yeah,
wrong and then title that video a fail. Well, after 10 or 12 of those, you start thinking, God, this bitch ain't gonna like nothing. Like she
exactly,
hates
exactly,
everything. Why do you buy
exactly.
bags? You clearly hate them.
Yeah.
So,
There's one particular person that I can think of, who will look for the most
mm,
minute speck and just really just go ape shit for lack of a better word.
yeah. And who doesn't? There's people out there who don't mind after, because your essay makes money off of you, right? So
Right.
you're ordering a bag, and if you're doing it for unboxing, it's really shitty for your viewers and
Yep.
also for your SA that
To
took the
send it back.
time to sell you that bag,
Yep.
sent you videos, pictures, talked to you while they were at work, girl,
Yep.
while they had real customers milling around there. And then you decide, you know what?
Right.
It's so crazy.
Even at a department store, and people say, oh, well, like Nordstrom, they have a really great return policy, or Bloomingdale's,
Yeah.
whatever. It still disrupts their supply and
Yeah.
their inventory and it costs them money.
Yeah.
Now, you might say, oh, well, I don't really care because it's not coming out of my pocket, but that's why these stores decline. And
Yeah.
there's been a huge decline over the years. And now they're starting to flag people that are serial returners because they don't want you to keep taking things out.
Yeah.
That's money that shows up in their earnings and then now
Right.
has to get paid back out because you're returning the item.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
It's a two-way street, but like I try to love everything, but there's a few I couldn't stand that Macy's bag I got. I just couldn't stand
oh
it. And it
yeah,
really
yeah,
was kind of wonky.
yeah.
And so for that reason, I was just like, it was only 145 bucks to cash in, but at the end of the day, it's 145 bucks.
Exactly. And that's what I don't get either. Like when people will say, oh, well, it's okay, it has this because it was a cheap bag.
Right.
But, it's still something that you're paying for. Like nobody needs to put out $150 for a bag, even though,
No.
you think it's only $150, but still,
Yeah.
unless you're buying something pre-loved, in which case it's moronic for me to think that you're always going to get something pristine and it's going to be a
Oh yeah.
pristine
Well,
bag.
Jorgelina for one. Hello, Jorgelina.
Poor Helena,
She
yes.
she was saying, I feel like I found something wrong with like my last three bags. No,
It's
quality issues are quality
it's a quality
issues.
issue. Yep.
If it's a
Yep.
quality issue, we're all going to return.
Yep.
If you don't, I don't know what to tell you.
It's really a shame.
It's a
But
shame. It's a crying shame,
yep.
especially something that's so in demand and you want to use it immediately. And it's like,
Right.
oh, great. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get it back. You know what I mean? So, no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about people who unbox for views
Right.
Is it a thing? We think so. Yeah. I'm sure there are tons of people who do that. Why not? Sure. And I'm not going to yuck their yum. But then there are also people who unbox reviews and then, oh my God.
Yes,
Oh, that's a
yes,
grain in the leather, dude. Like the leather's imperfection. Not that's supposed to be there. That gives a bad kick.
right,
Oh God.
right.
Yeah. And then
That
they take a picture of it and zoom like
way, way, way in, and then
like my
act like
naked eye can't even see that.
right.
But you
And
know.
then act
But
like,
yeah.
everybody has to know right away, like it's it's 6 alarm
Yeah.
fire. Oh
Yeah.
my God, this had a smudge in the glazing. Don't buy from such and such. And it's just crazy because you
It's
really are
insane.
looking for an excuse to unbox
Sometimes
that
that
bag.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes. And sometimes I overextend myself. And still, I think, well, you know what? I'm just going to suck it up, keep it buttercup, and then sell it. But I can't really do that anymore. I have to start loving an item enough to
Right,
say, oh, I got to keep this item because I don't think I can sell it.
right.
So,
And if you buy something and you never used it,
yeah,
never used it, well, you got to think to yourself, like, well, what am I doing? Why do I buy these things?
yeah.
Multiple
And
things. Like,
I've caught myself. I'll say I've done that before many times as
I've
well.
done it a couple of times,
Yeah.
but when you're doing it on the regular and
Yeah,
it's getting to be a problem where you have multiple bags that you spent a lot of money on
sure.
and did a video talking about how much you love that bag and how wonderful it was, and then later say, oh, well, this just didn't float my boat. I don't reach for it, so I'm going to have to sell it. Well, how wonderful could it have been in the first
I
place?
never saw you carry that. Look, of course, we don't see the people after they do their video. We don't see,
Right,
we don't live next door to people. We don't know.
right.
I
We
mean,
have
I
no
see
idea.
you girls taking pictures and mod shots, and you guys will snap pictures of stuff, and I'll snap pictures of stuff. But like, I mean, we're all guilty of it. But I don't. I really say if I love a bag and I know that bag is going to be, I can kind of feel like, oh shit, that bag is going to bring me views.
Right,
And if I'm on the fence about like, I love this bag, I really want it. Can I justify buying it?
right,
But I'm also going to make a little revenue because I'm showing it on my channel. So I have done that. That's made the
yeah.
deciding like that's pushed me over into buying something before because I thought, oh my God, I might get a bunch of views off this one.
And it sometimes does, because if that's
Sometimes it
your
doesn't.
deciding factor, and sometimes it just goes completely the opposite way.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was accused of buying that little denim Coach 20 just to get views. But the real story, and because we were
Oh
all
yeah.
at, it was one of two that were in the boutique. And they said they had no idea if they were going to get one or not. And I first passed on it, and nobody else wanted it. And the more I looked at it, the more I really liked it. And I'm so glad now in hindsight, like, I really had no interest in it. But when I touched it and felt it and looked at it, I absolutely loved it. And it's one of my favorite little bags now.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I did get a lot of views when I unboxed it. But
Yeah.
if I really didn't want that
Yeah.
bag, I would have never taken it home in the first place. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah,
It's more,
I will say when way like okay, I'm guilty on Coach. I'm very guilty on doing that for Coach. I will say that because a Coach video sometimes if it's something that everybody is wanting and
yeah,
clamoring for, but I've been lied to, not lied to, the SAs have been lied to, and
yep.
therefore it trickles down and they tell you one thing, well, there's only 5 of these made in the whole world,
They've been doing that a lot. A
yeah,
lot.
and then it turns out the damn thing's on add to cart for 6 months, and you're
Yeah,
like,
you can't believe it. But
"Oh,
I
yeah,
had a feeling that with those denim tabbies that was not going to be the case, because they were
yeah." You just
so,
never know. You take a
don't know.
gamble on it.
Take a
You're
big, big gamble, because sometimes if you wait, if you do have your eye
it's
on it, it's
gone.
going to be gone,
It's
and
gone.
it might not ever come back. And
Yeah,
people don't realize,
the
I don't
FOMO.
think, well, not only is the FOMO real, but some of these Coach bags are very collectible, and they do command a a really high price
Yeah.
after they are gone, and
Right.
people just go nuts for them. I mean, a
Yeah.
Coach collector is going to pay a
Yeah, I
very good
never,
amount.
I've never had like, knock wood, Coach will I can get my money back out of Coach. I probably won't turn a profit anymore. But I will say this, yeah, especially that little shiny bag, man. If I had ever caught that online, I wish I had bought 25 that out
I
from
know,
the
I
dealers today.
know.
Those were just snapped up like that. They went
Yep.
online for a minute a couple times and this boom, they were gone. But I will say, Coach, a lot of times Way will she'll message me and go, "Hey, I think we're coming out with this." You know, she won't say for sure, and then she'll be like, "Don't, don't go telling everybody because I'm
Yep.
not real sure, but this might be
Well,
coming out. Do
well,
you want me to contact you?"
I saw somebody on not on Facebook because I don't use Facebook. Somebody on
Yeah.
YouTube put up a community post.
Yeah.
Coach is releasing their outlet cherries collection, which is their
Ooh.
signature canvas with
Yeah.
the cherry print, and it's adorable.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, whether or not I get an LV or not, I am definitely going to pick up a couple pieces from this
Yeah.
collection because the thing to remember is those cherries are not going to rub off. They are in
Uh,
the canvas. They are
yeah.
there to stay. You don't have to worry that their little smiley faces are going to be gone.
Right. And
They're
you,
going to
yeah.
be in good shape. So I got to get a
Yeah.
couple. And I think
Yeah.
that that's one of those things that you may not see for a good while. You
And
know, if
you always
they sell out,
know, well, when okay, so it ups the game on other brands because Murakami just dropped. So every other brand now is like, well shit, we gotta come out with a multicolor, a cherries. So it ups the game for all the other brands because
yep,
then they're like, well, let me get a little taste of this success they're seeing.
yep,
What can we re-release or what can we put out that's kind of sort of will get people coming in?
yep.
So it's a nice thing for that. But yeah, as far as the unboxing, like I will 100% admit it to you guys, apologize, but I do buy Coach if I think that that will get me a lot of looks and
Right.
I like the bag. I really gotta like the bag. Now, I thought the Rowan was my bag. I don't love the Rowan. So you won't see ever a Rowan come back. I
I'm
think I
surprised.
have enough tabbies in my life.
You're a field tote girl, though, and I
I'm a
know
fit
they
gal.
when they release a field tote or something that looks like a field tote,
I'm on
you're
it. And
going
the
to get it.
cash.
You're going to be on it.
Yeah, and the cash and in the small. I love a square boxy tote. So like if they come out with that, I cannot be I can't say I won't do it. And then yeah, I'll unbox it
Yep.
because I'll think, God, yes, it's coming out. Yeah, I'll get views. So
But
I'm
you're not
guilty of
buying
that.
it just to show it. You're buying it because
Yeah,
you want
I
them
gotta
to
love the
use it
bag. I
too.
gotta love
Right.
the bag. And I almost bought that bag that Dee Dee Bean unboxed. Oh, it's been a while ago.
Which
Be-
one?
because what's it called, Dee Dee? Um the one that looks like this.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
just
Not the Bowery. That's the regular version. This is the Coachtopia version. That bag is beautiful. Yes.
yes, and I really wanted that, but then I was like, but I already have this. Like, should I?
Uh huh.
So yeah, I didn't do it, but I really, when she showed it, I watched her video and I was like, oh my god,
That's it. Bowery
I love this.
22.
Yeah,
That's it. So yeah, it is still
Bowery.
called the Bowery.
I love that bag.
I want the bigger version, which they have in
Yeah,
Singapore. And this is something else the Coach does. And somebody left me a comment on my channel today
yeah,
about how they don't always release the whole release at once, and that sometimes they'll release certain items to certain places.
yeah.
And they do a lot of overseas releases that we may or may not see. And I want that bag. It looks like an Hermes plume. I want it.
Case in point. Now, this is
Oh,
everybody went crazy when somebody posted this online, but this is a VIC gift.
right, right.
And I wanted it so friggin' bad, Dawn. I'm gonna unbox this on it. I'm gonna actually unbox this someday on the channel, but I thought I would show you guys because you guys are in here with the live.
That is just,
Okay, it's amazing,
yeah,
right? Hold,
yeah.
please. She broke.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
But
Oh,
it wasn't.
no.
No, I didn't get this. Now I got a VIC gift from Wayway, and it was
Right.
amazing.
That was good.
That gift set was amazing. And then Autumn and I saw this on Coach Gone Rogue,
Oh, I
and or
remember.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna ask Wayway about that. And I thought it was a purchase only, or maybe it was released in Singapore or somewhere else. But she was like, yeah. She basically said, like, can I buy this? And she said, no, you can't. I was like, well, why not? She goes, because that's a VIC C gift. And then I felt bad because I knew she'd already sent me
Right.
a wonderful. And I was like, oh, no, no
Yes.
problem. So I found this on eBay and I bought it from a Japanese seller.
Oh,
Very nice guy. Very nice guy. I took a picture as soon as it got here and he said, oh my God, I would bet that in shipping it
got Josh.
and I said, I don't know, but it's broken. And he said, I'm gonna buy just this piece. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna send it to you for free. So I was
That's
like, okay,
awesome.
isn't that sweet?
That's awesome. Yes.
Yeah. But these are actually like I think ornaments.
I think so. I think they're tree
But I'm
ornaments.
gonna use them as bag tags and stuff. This
Yep.
especially, this one is so fabulous. This
That is
great big,
awesome. Oh, that's so
yeah.
cute.
But I felt so bad. Wait, wait, if you're watching later on the replay, I did not, I really didn't know that was a VIP gift. I
Aw,
did not know. And I don't want to make her feel bad. Cause listen, she don't gotta send me nothing. She's a sweetheart. She's a doll
that's
face.
awesome.
Like I love her to pieces. Her and Becca, I will ride. We will ride and ride and ride. I will ride with them until the end, girl. So, but
I
yeah.
would use Becca, but I have my 2 Coach stores that are close
Yeah.
by, and I have a good relationship with the SA.
Oh, you mean way way. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, and I
Right. Yeah.
really, I mean, I know Weiwei's fantastic, and I
She's
kind of
great.
feel
Yeah.
bad not using her, but I like to go in and I like to touch and squeeze and, squeeze that charm and et cetera, et cetera. So I kind
Yes.
of feel like compelled to actually go in and do it that way. But yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
I feel you. I mean, everybody's got, I just have, so where I live, there's no Coach retail.
What?
It's a far away. I think you have to go to Charlotte, as a matter
That's
of fact.
crazy.
No Coach retail
Wow.
anywhere in any of like the malls in Asheville. I haven't seen one. Now I could be wrong. I know I have a couple. I live right between a couple of outlets.
Right.
But as far as the retail store, don't have it. So Wayway is my only like lifeline to that.
But
Yeah.
now
So
starting to sell a lot more boutique things in the outlets because I recently saw the swing zip on the outlet website at full
yeah.
price. Like
Yeah,
the
they're
cat.
doing a crossover thing now where
Yep.
they do show their reserve pieces on the outlet, whatever,
No,
but
these aren't
especially on the
reserved.
outlet.
These aren't reserved. These are
No,
full
they're
price.
actual Coach. Yeah, they're
Right.
Coach retail. Yeah,
Right.
where they're showing their retail is what I meant, not reserve, but their
Right.
retail
The retail.
on. Yeah, they're showing everything on there, and you'll notice it because you'll see a bag that's like, "Oh, I like this bag's $125." And you go around and go, "Oh, wait, 595? What the hell? Oh, that's one of their
Yes.
retail."
But
Yeah.
did you see the exotics?
Yeah. Oh God.
The
They do that
$10,000
sometimes.
alligator?
Yeah, they do that. I'm not an exotic scout, and it's not I'm not like, "Oh, save the planet," whatever, the animals. I love animals. I love animals.
Yeah.
I've just never been drawn to exotics. Nothing against it. I
Me
won't yuck your yum. But it's just not something. I think I had a Givenchy bag once, the Antigona, that had snakeskin detail, and I was fine with that. But
I have a coat that's got snakeskin detail and it's
yeah,
snake.
yeah.
But
I don't mind having it, but would I seek out? No, probably not. Just me. I don't know.
I used to be a big fan of swamp people, and every time they bagged
Oh,
a gator, I would just think, "Okay, that's a belt." That's shoes.
Yeah. Where my daughter lives now in Louisiana, when we
Yeah.
went down there, that they sound like that. A lot of people that live there
Oh, the
sound
Creole
just like
accent, I love
this.
it.
Oh yeah. How y'all doing up there? Y'all had that big hurricane? I'm like, yeah, we
I
sure
love it.
did. We love going to Pigeon Forge. I'm like, what? We love it up in Pigeon Forge. I'm like, okay, great. That's awesome. They're the sweetest, nicest Louisiana people. I really kind of thought Tennessee people were the sweetest, and some Georgia and Kentucky.
Yeah, yeah.
Girl, I never met one person that gave me a stank look,
Wow.
didn't let us pull out, waved hi, said hello when you come into like I was like,
Wow.
where the hell am I? Have I fallen off the face of the earth? Yeah, nice people in Louisiana.
Well,
Adorable.
I've
Yeah.
been to San Antonio. I went with one of my coworkers once, and I was there a few times by myself. Men there were incredibly, incredibly nice. But when I was with one of my friends and coworkers, everywhere we went, we were walking around. The guys with the cowboy hats were tipping their hats to us, evening ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was like, these are the
Wow.
hat tips.
Hello.
They're such
I have been
gentlemen.
seen up here in Texas, down here in Texas, honey.
We were just like so floored, and you
Yeah.
were just so polite.
Now I
Yeah.
have to tell you guys. Oh, update on Bill's eyeball, if
Yes.
anybody's wondering. So Bill has had his surgery. He had it last Thursday. It was a very scary thing because he was back there. You guys know I was texting y'all like, where the hell is he? I don't see him. But it
That's
was scary
scary.
because he was back there quite a while. But that's just the nature of what he had done. But they got a bunch of the blood out. They did take the where his eye pressure was really high, and they
Oh.
want it to be like under 16, or I don't really know. But his at one point was in the 30s, and they were like, "No, we gonna do the surgery." And then they put a gas bubble in,
Right.
and but I thought, here's me, dumb thinking me, I didn't know how this worked because they don't really, doctors really. Our doctor's kind of, I want to say, he's kind of a little bit autistic, maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
He's very off, like he doesn't make eye contact with you. He sort of just talks to you like this.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
kind of have to talk to, he's very to himself. Maybe he's just shy and introverted. That's fine. He's a
Could
very
be.
smart guy. He's a lovely person. But yeah, he just doesn't go overboard in saying things to you. So I thought tomorrow Bill will wake up and have sight. No, he doesn't. And Bill said, "Well, it's going to take a while if it comes back at all." But he can't see a
Fine.
thing. I mean, he can see like a light. Like if you close your eye and you wave your hand in front, you can
Yeah.
see there's a difference in light. That's how his eye is. So he
Wow.
can't see a thing. So he is recovering. We're putting drops in all day long. He has drops 4 times a day, 4 different drops. So it's a lot, but we take him tomorrow. But anyway, I wanted to tell you this story, Dawn. And we won't keep you on here incredibly long because I know everybody has other things to do. But those of you who are watching this in the replay, thank you so much. Thank you to the mods tonight. Love you guys.
Yeah.
But
So much.
anyway, my daughter on New Year's Eve, she went to a concert
Oh, yeah.
in New Orleans. I woke up on New Year's Day. I always wake up early anyway. And I just started scrolling on my phone and the times, I always get like emails.
Yep.
Something happened in New Orleans, and I'm like, shit, my daughter's in New Orleans.
Mm.
What? And
Oh,
she
my
was
God.
on Canal Street. And that all happened on Bourbon,
Bur-
right?
Yep.
But they went back to their room, thank God, at 2:30. And I think the thing happened. And they were walking all over.
Good
They
for
got a
them.
pedicab, and she texted me, I called her. She didn't answer the phone, but then she called me and she goes, "We're fine, Mom. We're fine. We're getting the hell out of here. We're going back home."
Yep.
She doesn't live far from New Orleans, but far enough. But anyway, she said, "I don't think I'll go back to New Orleans." But they were 2 streets away from where all that shit happened.
That's unreal.
So such a shame. But she thought about it for a while, and she called me back and she said, "Mom, we got a pedicab like before the concert to ride around the streets." And she said, in the news that one of the first people hit was a pedicab, and I
Oh
was like, "Oh
God.
my god."
Oh
I said,
my
"Was it the
God.
guy?" And she goes, I don't know," but I
Oh
was like,
God.
"Oh, this is so sad." Isn't that the most
That's
well,
that's chilling. Honest
it
to God,
is.
that's chilling. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it just
So, but I
goes
think
to
it
show,
happened a
God
little
forbid,
after 3 in the morning.
you just never know.
You just
But
never know, but it
but
scared the shit out of me.
here's something that's really weird. Coincidentally, my supervisor was in, well, not my supervisor, my director was in
Mhm.
Vegas. She got married in Vegas, New Year's.
Yeah. Oh,
They were
yeah.
at the Planet Hollywood, and that car was three
Yeah.
buildings away.
Oh my god. That's
Well, we didn't
crazy.
know about it,
Yeah.
because those buildings, you know how it is in Vegas.
Yeah.
They look like they're so close, but in reality, they're not.
Did not.
And
No.
when it
Mm.
happened, I think she said that they were asleep.
Wow. That's
Can you
insane.
imagine? She's like, I didn't even
No.
know. She said, my mom called and
Mm.
said, "Oh my God, are you okay?" She said, and
Yeah. Of course, because your mom kicks in, your mom gear kicks in, and I was just
oh my
like on that.
God,
I woke Bill up and I said, "Oh my God, our baby is down there in friggin' New Orleans." And she was like,
right
"What's going on?"
right
Yeah.
before you texted, I had seen it in my news feed, like immediately before.
Yeah.
And my heart was in my mouth, and I'm thinking, no, it can't possibly be, because Winnie would have said something by now
Yeah.
if there was
Yeah.
any kind of a problem. But
Ooh.
oh my God, like I had
Yeah.
just seen it.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, James says one time my dad had his fiance fixed, or his fiance,
fixed.
his fence. I was like, he
Okay.
had his fiance fixed.
Neutered.
I can't see dick, y'all. I can see
I got
that.
fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
You
But it
too.
one time my dad had his fence fixed, and later that day a guy drowned. Oh my god, in one
Oh
of our
God.
county's quarries. It was the guy who fixed my dad's fence.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
That is so
Oh my
sad.
God.
Oh God. Yeah, you know the big thing that happened. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, thank you guys for the well wishes. I am
Oh.
so happy. She's like, I'm never going down there again. I don't care. We live close, but I don't think I'm gonna go. And I'm like, babe,
This
you
is why
gotta
I
do
didn't go
what
to
you
our
want
New
to do.
Year's
Yeah.
Day parade. I don't go anywhere on New Year's Eve.
No.
I'm staying home because there's too many nutballs,
Yeah,
really.
too many crazies
Too many crazy
nowadays. But
people.
always, there's always been crazies. We just know about
Yeah,
it the second that it happens. But no, my cousin, my cousin and all of my cousin's family and everybody lives in Vegas and they have
right,
forever.
right.
And so when that thing happened where the guy burst the window out and was Mandalay Bay? I can't remember where they were
Yeah,
having the
we did
country
the way day.
concert.
Yep.
Yeah. And he started opening fire.
God.
So my cousin's son, so it would be my second cousin. I think of him as a nephew because I was around when he was a
Yes.
baby. But his wife worked just a block or so down, and all of the people that were hurt, they sort of triaged them until people could get to him because the scene was going on. And do you know, it freaked her out. Like she immediately quit her job there. She did a
Oh
really
my
good
God.
job right there, but it freaked her out so bad.
I can
She
understand
was,
that.
yeah, she still has PTSD, I think, to this day of it. But yeah, they just started bum rushing in her, like it was like a jewelry store, like a little jewelry store that she worked in, and people just started coming in and yeah, and hide
Oh my
behind the
God.
counters and
Oh my
trying to get
God.
back in the back of the building. And she was like, "What the hell?" And she heard it, and she it just freaked her out. So yeah, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine.
Well, remember I told you I was in New York the weekend
Hey,
right
Levon.
before 9/11, and that Monday, Diana worked on, where did she work at that time? She worked in the Button Building
Hey,
on
Krista.
Broadway, but like up further. And one of the people that worked for her, she had an assistant. She lived downtown, like 2 blocks away from the towers.
Yeah.
We were down, not in that area, but we were in Little Italy and like down in Soho and whatnot. 2 days before it happened. And that's
Wow.
why, after I mean, I knew a lot of the places that were really affected and destroyed.
Mhm.
Like, I have no desire ever to go to ground zero. I have
No.
no desire to see any of that. I mean, when you have people that
Sad.
who were affected that you didn't know if they were alive or not for a couple of days because that's what it was. Like, no, no,
Yeah.
I it traumatizes me too much to think about.
Oh,
So
Jolie's
I get it.
Jolie's funny. Jolie said, "Sorry, but my dark humor is my jam. Working with a lot of trauma patients for years, rather callous to my sensitivity." Yeah, Jolie.
Yes,
If you don't know her, you might you might be like, "Well, I don't know how to take that." Lady Jolie's she's a ton of fun, but she's deadpan.
she
So when
is.
she says
She's great.
something funny, she can deliver it, and you kind of are at first like, oh, okay, but now I'm just like, "That's Joey."
Yes,
Yeah. Jason, hi. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine 9/11? People who weren't even anywhere around there because it was so prevalent and it changed our world and it changed, especially here, the way we operate everything. And we were shut down. Everybody was
yep,
shut down
yep.
and it was just horrible. I remember I was on the radio then. I was on the radio that day. It was Tuesday,
Right.
right? Yeah, and we had to keep coming in, and at that time, now the EAS takes over your broadcast. They did then when it was something big, but
Yes.
you would get the rings, right? And now it just comes in. But at that time, that was just starting to take effect, so you kind of ripped whatever they were saying and read it. And so I just my I had a morning show partner at the time, and we would come in and it was just so, I mean, here we are trying to have, morning shows are, hey, goofy,
Yep.
upbeat, funny, get you going to work days, but there was nothing funny. There was nothing upbeat.
Nope.
We just basically played music and then we would tell stories or read the news. And when we would talk about it, I would just motion to him, turn me off and just bawl
Yes.
because it was just so sad and so unreal. I went and picked up my kids that day. As soon as I got off the air
Oh my God.
on 9/11, I
Oh
went
my
and gathered. I just had 2 babies in. I had my 2 kids, and I went and picked them both up from school and the babysitter, and I went to be with my mom and my stepdad and my husband, and I said, "If things are going south, Imma be with the people I love. I'm not gonna be at work." That's
Yes.
what happened here. You know that, Dawn, on that hurricane? Did you know that?
What?
I don't know if you guys have ever heard this story, and I won't say the name of the company, but there's a company here in one neighboring town over who they came to work. It was kind of an assembly
Oh,
place.
right, right, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they wouldn't let the workers, I mean, the water was coming up into the building. They said, now I
There's
wasn't there. I just am telling stories I heard, but the water was coming up to the wheels of their car and they were saying to their supervisor, please let us go. And they were
God.
saying,
Oh
if
my
you
God.
go, and they found them all days later, huddled
Oh
together.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Let
swept
me
away.
tell you, there's no job ever that I would risk my life for
The
like that.
supervisor left,
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh,
and
I'm
they're
sorry.
fine. They're alive and fine, but they have to live with that. I couldn't.
Oh my God. Oh my
That
God.
was
No,
sad. It's the
no,
saddest.
no
And
way.
I had worked. Yeah, I had worked. I had worked with one of the girls they found at my current job, and
And they're
so kind of
okay?
bittersweet. She's gone.
Oh
She's
God.
one they found. So
Oh
yeah,
God. Oh
they
God.
were just trying to keep their jobs. Nobody knew because it never has really happened in hundreds of, like, not, I won't say hundreds, but maybe 100 years. It hasn't happened that way where the
It's
river just
sick.
breaks and comes up.
It's just sick when any employer doesn't value their workforce like that. It really is. And to put the dollar and
Mhm.
making money ahead of keeping people
Yeah.
safe, it's just unthinkable. It's horrible.
Oh my God. And you know
Oh,
what?
poor people.
They're gonna pay for that. I mean, it's not worth their life.
Nope.
It's definitely not worth their life, but now look at what they have to pay out instead of letting those people go
Yep.
home. They would have been heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes had they
Yeah.
just said, "Go save yourselves."
How could you? I mean, how could you not? How could you think that whatever petty ass job that you're doing is more
Yeah.
important than keeping your
It's
employees alive? That just
people gotta work. I mean, I can see it. It's the same reason why people come to work with COVID and
right.
flu and
Right.
norovirus because they
Well,
go, well, if I stay off a week, then I might lose my job or might
right.
use up all my time and I
But
have to
I don't
budget my
get, what do they
time.
call it? I'm, you know, a union worker, so I really don't know
Yeah,
what it's called in these private companies, PTO
yeah,
or whatever, and they give you
yeah.
like a handful of days, and
Hmm.
that's for sick vacation and whatnot. It's like,
Yeah,
what are you supposed to do?
yeah.
What,
You gotta
what are you
budget
supposed
it. You gotta
to do?
budget it out. Yeah,
You know,
that's
and
insane.
you're going to come in and you're going to get everybody else sick
Yeah,
for what? For what?
yeah. Now
But
nobody
you
can
know,
work. Great.
but you know, the city really spited themselves. I want to say this because now, since they mandate us to go in the office, they had to pay us for a snow day yesterday
Oh,
because nobody was going to say, "Oh, well, we're going to work from home because you told us you couldn't." So now it's got to come out of their pocket.
yeah.
Going to lose every time there's a day.
They gotta rethink
Well,
that.
right, because it was just
How
so
much snow do
important.
you guys have up there?
We only got like 2 or 3 inches, but it started.
We got nothing.
You had nothing.
Nothing. It just
Got
went
it
all it was
little.
all around us.
Wow. Yeah, because I know Eva got some, Ed
Yeah.
got some.
Oh God. Yeah. That Ohio got dumped
They
on.
got dumped on bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
St. Louis, all those places,
Yep.
those Midwestern places, they got friggin' pounded.
But we got like 2 or 3 inches. It started overnight. So morning
Yeah.
commute time, it was coming down like pretty decent. And you know what that's like if they don't get a chance to treat the roads or do anything. So
Yeah.
I would have not gone in regardless. I would have just
Yeah.
taken the day.
Of
Because
course.
it's just not worth it. It's really
No.
not worth it. That's hip breaking weather. Yeah, I'm just not
For
going,
sure.
you know.
Yeah.
We got to worry about that stuff now. So,
That's so crazy that they didn't say, well, if you can work from home, go ahead.
no.
They're insane with that. They
N-
are insane with that. Like,
Nobody
that's
was
so
going.
stupid.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
feel like people can't put the genie back in the bottle. I don't want to go back on site, but I mean, if my job depended on it, I would. I'd
You
have
have,
to, but I don't want to. Remember how sad I was, and I ballooned up to 250 pounds. I literally ballooned up to almost 250 when I went back those six
yep.
months,
Yep.
and it was I did not love it. I hated it. I don't
I
know
hate it.
why. It just was like I went from working on site every day to the whole COVID thing happening. And then once the C word hit, I was just like, I can't. And it just made us so socially awkward and not wanting to be. I went to work I would eat breakfast from here. I'd go to work. I'd go in the break room and order another breakfast. And by 11, I'd had my breakfast once here, breakfast at that place. And then
Oh,
by
man.
lunch, I would go out and get something from the lunch trucks. And then I would eat my own lunch by midday. Insane.
That's
Insane.
quite a lot. That's a lot. I don't eat much when I'm there simply because there's no food that's really within walking distance except the Wawa
Yeah.
and some really overpriced stuff. Now, when I say something's overpriced, you know, I'm a foodie, so I'm going to go and I'm going to spend whatever if it's something that's really good. But there's no way in hell, for instance, if I want a cannoli, that I'm going to spend $6 on a cannoli because it's in the Comcast Center. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
So, on principle, I just won't. You know,
Yeah.
I have a place around the corner from me that sells poke bowls for like $10 or $11, and they're great. I don't need the $17 one that's
Oh,
near.
God.
That's just not happening.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just won't do it. And then I have to like walk around all these homeless people. and there's needles all over the street. Like, ew, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. Jason, we are not nurses. Not at all.
No,
I work for corporate America. Dawn works for the city. She's employed as she's a city employee and has worked there
correct.
forever. I am a retired disc jockey, so I have been on the radio before. And I know kids, if this is a kid, they're like, what the hell's that? Yeah. Because
Yeah,
kids is like, what, like XM? No, just terrestrial hometown
regular
radio.
radio. Doing what these people did, but
Yeah. Yeah. So,
would
yeah, but
do.
no. But
Speaking
yeah,
of,
when I got retired from that, I got pushed out. Katie said I loved it. I had to work on site, but I had multiple locations to go to. My clients worked from home. Okay. So I hung out in empty buildings and drove around on empty freeways. Yeah.
yeah,
That
that's
was the
fun.
weirdest thing for me to
That's the way to do
comprehend.
it. Yeah.
But during that lockdown, the weirdest shit to me was because we live on a busy road. We live in a neighborhood, but we're on the corner of an actual like thoroughfare that which goes from one part of town to the next. So a lot of people travel this road, right? So I got I'm used to it now. I don't hear it anymore, but I literally didn't hear it. And when you don't hear it, it's
It's
freaky.
weird. Yeah.
It's weird. It's and to drive to the store, nobody around you parking in an empty park. It's just like so like
Well, Winnie, imagine now you've been to my house and you've stayed here. What's it like at night when you're going to sleep? What do you hear?
nothing.
So
Nothing.
imagine I came from like a really congested city neighborhood
Yeah.
and moved here. It was wintertime
Yeah.
and there was like no noise. There's rarely a car,
No.
not even the crickets, not
Yeah, your
even
neighborhood is very
crickets.
quiet. Yeah.
It was so quiet. I was just like so weirded out for the longest
Yeah.
time. I was like, what's going on? It's
Ooh.
very odd when you're in one of those situations and the atmosphere is so different like that.
Yeah.
It's just creepy. It feels
It
creepy.
is. It is creepy. New York was like that for me, but hearing people who do their channel like Cassie, I want to say Lisa from Luxury in the Middle,
Hmm.
um hearing her when she moved to Manhattan and they had to move out of their apartment to have
Oh,
it
right. Yeah, they had
renovated
the
that time.
renovations. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever she was doing, she would sit in front of a window because the lighting was really good. But I heard
Yep.
just the most city noises you could ever believe. And I was
Yep.
just like, girl, doesn't that drive you insane? And she was like, no, you get used to it. But
Well, how about Diana used to live in a building where the subway line was underneath the building, and every time a train came, the whole building shook.
no,
And
I
we're talking like
cannot.
a tall apartment building, okay? It was the weird, and then you heard it. So what the
I,
hell is that? She said
I
it's the
cannot.
subway. Yeah, yeah.
I cannot do it. I
Okay,
cannot. Oh, Jason's okay. Jason says, I'm 41. I definitely know what a DJ is.
okay,
Okay.
good.
We don't know, Jason. We never know. We never know what's going around here. I know radio like, oh, you did. Oh, you worked for XM?
Oh,
That's
cool.
hilarious. Okay, okay, I gotcha. You know the radio life. Yeah. I think Sin also is familiar. I think she was in the music industry biz or something. But yeah, she's not here tonight. She'll watch
You're
the
right
replay.
about that.
So cool. I am married to the same man for 30. We just celebrated our 31st wedding anniversary. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I am. Yes. I don't know where you're going with this, but hey.
Maybe he wants to propose. Still won't
They're
like
so
it.
funny. No, I couldn't sleep during iHeartMedia.
Media.
Okay, I
Oh,
didn't see what you had said. Did you say IHM? Oh,
I
I'm
heart media.
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, like iHeartRadio. I
Yep,
love that. They put on the best concerts and the best
they
shows.
do.
My cousin always goes to an iHeart show. They're amazing. They
They
bring in
really
the
do.
most bestest people, but yeah.
And Winnie, can I
So
tell you something? I meant to tell you the other day. I discovered the Billy Joel channel is back on channel 79 on that
Oh,
channel.
really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. And I found, like, if your car will go up to 3 something, I
Yes.
found Yacht Rock all year, like on
Yes.
311.
I gotta find it again though because I have a couple more spaces to fill, but it used to be on the lower numbers. And I
Yeah.
was looking for it. I couldn't find it, but then somebody had said that they came across it, so I got to get it.
not pop, not just pop in an 8 track. Oh my God. Remember eight
Yeah.
tracks? My dad would know exactly in the part of a song where you could punch it and it would flip to a good song. Yeah.
Do you remember when the DJs used to play like whole album sides?
Yeah, that those are
Yes,
bathroom cuts.
they were
Cause
brand
yeah.
cuts. That's right.
I started in radio when you played well, we played CDs. I worked in campus radio with vinyl. And then we quickly switched over to,
Yes.
MP3, DAT, CD, all that stuff. And then we went to computerized totally. But I can remember switching, we had 3 CD players and that went out over the air and you potted one down as you potted one up. And but
Yeah.
we had I can remember playing the song Tears for Fears. Everybody
Everybody
six
wants
and six
to.
minutes 14 seconds or something, and that was my I got pee or I got smoke. Back then I smoked. I was a smoker. I
She
hadn't
had just
smoked in a
enough
long
time.
time, but if I wanted to go smoke a cigarette, and I still wake up in cold chills with
Oh,
a song done. Like I still have bad dreams. How people have dreams that
uh
they
huh.
don't have their homework or they're not ready for a test or they go to school naked.
Yeah.
My nightmares are letting a song play out and having just dead air
Oh
and
God,
running
that
in
can't
there and
be.
catch, oh shit, I gotta
Ooh,
do it. Yeah.
that's
So
bad. That's
yeah.
really bad.
And yeah,
Oh,
the CDs that we had most of the time were just one track. Just had the one
right,
song and then back and forth. But you didn't want to go to a cut that was on a record. And especially if they sent us, like the record labels sent us stuff, it might be a different whole thing that's
right,
not even our genre or whatever. So
right.
I remember
Exactly.
getting calls like, you're not on the air. Like, what? Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a great song. And then I remember I worked way back when the Wallflowers had a hit called One Headlight. That's Bob
Oh, I
Dylan's
love
song.
that song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was 5 something, like 5 minutes 45. So I could smoke a cigarette, or if I had to pee really bad, I could go up to the bathroom and whatever. But yeah,
yeah. And
so,
Stairway to Heaven always was a good one because
yeah,
that's
but we didn't
another
play that.
long play. Oh, but
Yeah.
you did like top 40.
Yeah, we did top 40 CHR, and then I went to a
Okay.
station that was album rock, and so that was a little more forgiving, but
Yep.
by that time we were on a Scott's studio setup, so it flowed into the next. We could walk around, go downstairs, smoke, do whatever you wanted to do. But I could drive around the block with that. I might get a call like, "Why aren't you in here?" I don't know.
We're playing side 3 of the
And then
wall.
I played Goldie Oldies, which was not really Goldie
Oh,
Oldies aren't like our dad's Goldie Oldies, but 70s, 80s, 90s today.
yes. Yes.
2000s and today, but whatever. Now it's two teens or what
I
2010s
know.
and 2020. So now there's more decades to add to the big, but
The classic rock catalog. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah.
Scary.
But that's so funny. Dylan's song, that's when I was at my first OR out in Lake County. Oh, wow. Removing items from roommates at dinner
Wow.
ends. Oh, my God. That's what I want to see your live about next, Jolie. But
Fun
yeah,
fact.
bringing back. Okay, so you were iHeart in Greensboro. Oh, wow. So that's a nice
Oh,
market.
yeah.
That's a really big market. That's nice. Yeah, okay.
So,
Yes,
fun
girl.
fact, Jacob Dylan bought a house in New Hope, from what I understand.
Oh, okay. So pretty close to, is it New Jersey, right?
No, New Hope's in Pennsylvania, and
Oh,
Lambertville is across the river.
okay.
So it's about from me like 20 some miles or
Okay.
something. And it's always
Okay.
been like a little hoity toity, but now they're saying that it's like super. Bradley Cooper bought a place and,
Ooh.
all these other snooty
Yeah.
snoots. So, but I think Jacob Dylan's pretty cool. So now that you
Yeah.
mention it,
I'm not a
dropping
Bob
back
Dylan
in.
fan at all.
Oh, I love Dylan.
No, I cannot.
Oh,
It makes me ill to hear a Bob.
oh my God, Winnie, my ears, my
I don't like
ears.
anything Dylan. I would never
Love
own a
Dylan.
Dylan album. I would never
Oh,
sit and
oh,
listen to a Dylan
oh,
song.
oh,
If it
oh.
came on the
Gonna
radio, I'd
compose.
be like, I got
I'm gonna
turn it. No,
compose.
not. I just can't stand it.
Oh,
No, I don't like it. I love Janis Joplin. I could sit and,
love Joplin.
Jimi
Oh,
Hendrix, the same time frame, folk music or whatever, too. Joan Baez, Joni Mitchell. I could sit and listen to them all, to Carly Simon, but I do not like Bob Dylan, vehemently so. As much as I don't, and this is unpopular opinion, safe space, guys, I do not love Dave Matthews Band.
he's all right. I heard he's a nice guy. They're
Yeah, he
like
seems
very
like a
played out,
wonderful person. But I'm not a
super
fan.
played out. Well, I'm not a Nirvana fan.
Oh, I love Nirvana.
I mean, I did, but
Yeah,
looking back, it's like no, I'm more Pearl Jam. I never really thought Nirvana was
yeah.
that
I
fabulous,
loved
but
Alice in Chains.
Alice
I
in
love all
Chains,
that. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Soundgarden.
Uh-huh. And then it went to the Foo Fighters and all. I loved all that. And that was my second station I worked at, which was that kind of
I like
music.
Foo Fighters.
So I went from having a predominantly female audience or whatever to all men,
Oh
mostly
yeah,
all
yes,
men. And so, I needless to say, I didn't love that a whole lot, but I didn't really love the music. But when you work in radio, they'll come in and change your shit just in a New York minute. They don't,
yeah. You got to kind of
you
go
might be
along with it.
playing Goldie Oldies today and Top 40 next week, and then the week after Lawrence Welker. So I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Country, and I'm not a big. I don't like country. I'm not a big. I don't dislike country. I love Chris Stapleton and stuff like that, but I don't
Yes,
seek it out. I
but
don't
he's
like.
like crossover. I wouldn't really
Yeah,
even categorize him as all country.
yeah. I don't think so. No.
He's definitely like what the K-Tel album commercials would call Southern rock, where
Southern
they
rock,
have like
yeah.
Skinner
He puts me
and
in mind of Waylon Jennings a lot, and that
yes,
whole yeah,
yes, it would be
yeah,
like Skinner
yeah.
and the Allman Brothers and
Now I
some
love
Janis.
gold. I love country gold. I will listen to 60s, 70s, 80s country
Yes, yes,
all damn day.
that's
That was a
classic.
whole thing.
That's
Yeah.
classic. So
Yeah, I love that. Dave Grohl disappointed you, Katie. No. Dave Grohl seems like a very nice guy. I don't know.
mm,
Karen Carpenter Lux. Girl, I
oh, I
love
love
the
Karen
Carpenters.
Carpenter. Let's do a Carpenter song, Winnie.
Why do birds suddenly
Suddenly
appear
appear
every
every
time
time
you
you
are
are near.
near? Just
Just like
like me,
me,
they
they long
long
to
to
be
be
close
close
to
to you.
you.
Dun, dun.
La 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 la, close to you.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. Oh, girl, we are in
Oh,
some music talk now, girl.
oh yeah,
What?
Fleetwood Mac is just awesome. Absolutely.
That's so funny. Jason said, "I'm in Virginia, and oh my God, that's all they play on the radio." Oh, Jason, I'm right on the line of Virginia and Tennessee, honey,
Uh
right
huh.
there, where the birth of country music. That's where I live.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, honey. Yes, you might have driven through here and heard me on the radio back in the day.
Oh, that's true, Winnie. That's very true.
Lex
Trying to think.
says, okay, some tea. My distant cousin was a roadie for Fleetwood Mac. That is so cool.
Whoa,
That's not
that's
tea.
cool.
That is
No,
amazing.
that's called a brush with greatness, as David
It sure
Letterman used to call
is.
it. That's brush with greatness.
We're all just 6 or 7 degrees from somebody great, aren't we? Just a
Exactly.
few.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine the
Yeah.
things that he saw. And now I'm thinking of the Jackson Brown song, The
Uh,
Load.
Which one?
The Load.
Oh, I haven't heard that in so long, I can't even
And
think
now
it.
the streets.
Oh,
Na, na, na,
I
na, na.
like that song, yeah.
Yes.
Are all empty and
And the rollies hit the stage. Pack
Yes,
'em up,
that's it.
girl, and break 'em on down.
Ah,
Tonight
I
the
love
big
it.
band's
I
on the
love
bus.
it.
I don't. I
Yeah.
hear it often, and I don't know. It's one of those things you can't remember the words, but yeah, that's him.
Oh, I'm angry. Oh, yeah, the load. Yeah, the load. Jolie said the
Yes,
load.
the Load.
Yeah, Katie says tension between Stevie and Lindsay. Oh, such
Oh yeah,
such
oh
good times.
yeah.
Lex says I'm angry and always will be at my uncle because he got to meet Stevie Nicks. Oh my god,
Oh
the legend.
God,
What? Apparently
Stevie,
I'm
my
beloved
girl.
as a load. What? Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Jolie.
Oh, I see it. I'm beloved, yeah. Supposed to be, yeah, asking for a friend. I don't think so, but listen, you might want to check on that, my friend. You might want to check on
Okay,
that.
Jason, I went to school with one of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I
That's
went to Temple.
hilarious.
I went to Temple, and I forget which one went to Temple. And I remember he used to walk around and say, "Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Red Hot," and we were like, "Oh yeah, he's in the Red Hot Chili Peppers," because this was like 1980 something, and nobody
Was
knew who the
it
hell
it
they were.
wasn't Flea because he didn't
No,
go.
no,
So would it have been oh, what's the
I
guy that looks
can't
like
think of
Will
it.
Ferrell's name that he looks their drummer? I love him. Chad
Oh,
Smith.
it
Maybe.
it might be. I don't
Maybe.
remember because I like the Red
Okay.
Hot Chili Peppers, but I don't know one from the next.
Oh
So
man.
yeah,
Chili
but
Peppers
this
rock.
was like at least 7 years before they were anybody. It was hilarious.
Chad Smith, yeah.
Pat Smith, I
You know
think it
what I
was.
used to love back in the day? Do you got I'm gonna give you all a blast from the past. Those of you that know, if you know, you know, is I just have to say it and then you'll start singing the song. Violent Femmes.
Yes,
And I go
yes.
walking, I stop,
Stop, stop, stop, and I
and
saw
I'm so
most
strong.
down, so strung
Ah,
out.
let
I'm
me
high as a kite, I
go.
just might stop to check you
Check
out.
you out.
Let me go
Let me go
on,
out
dying like a
like a
blister in the
blister
sun.
in the sun. Let me go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh God. It's one, because I love you, and two, because I need you. I don't even know what I'm saying now.
Sounds sort of familiar.
Yeah, that was on that same album, I think. Oh my
Oh, I
God,
think you're right.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You were thinking of the one, which one? One of
Charlie
those two?
Sexton. Yeah. Oh, wait, Charlie Sexton. I know this song. Wait a minute. Oh, help me out.
I don't know.
I know it. I know it. Oh, it was a huge song.
Oh, Jason, we love you. I get
Beat
a
so
feeling maybe
lonely.
you're not
That's
into
it. Thank you.
handbags, but you're here because you're a kindred spirit. How about that?
Beat so lonely. Beat
I don't.
so lonely. Ah, la, la, la. Oh,
I know it, but I don't know
you
it.
definitely would know it if you heard it. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
Jane. That's it.
And my daughter keeps asking me about a dance song that was big in the 80s, and I had never heard it, and Bill had never
Yeah.
heard it, but it must have not gotten to our neck of the woods. It was like an LA dance DJ
Oh,
club hit. She just had one hit.
what is it?
I'll have to ask. I don't know.
I
I can't
gotta
remember.
ask. It might be one of those freestyle songs, I bet.
It was a girl, and it was like kind of like a it kind of almost reminded me of Stacy Q. Remember
Yeah.
two
Oh,
hearts
find
that
out the
beat
song. I
as
bet you I know it.
one.
It probably
Yeah,
was
I
on
guarantee it was a hit up where you live, but I had never they
Guarantee.
never played it here.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
I felt like I was in an alternate universe. Like, damn, I thought I listened to radio quite
oh,
a bit, but
oh.
apparently they didn't play it on our radio.
Oh no, we used to have the Guidos that would have the little cassettes that would throw those songs in their cassette player and they drive around. It was a big thing and they blasted out the windows.
And you used to have T Top. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
oh, yeah. Oh, T tops were like the thing.
They were the shit.
Yes.
Until we realized, like, this is such a job to take these on and
Yeah,
off.
like,
And they
what's so
always
cool about
leaked.
that?
And then people were like, well, you're going to have a convertible. You either have a convertible or you don't. We're
Right.
tired of taking two
This was
glass
half-assed.
pieces that weigh 80 pounds.
And there was a Honda that had, like, a weird roof like that. It wasn't exactly a T-top.
Was it the Prelude?
No, it
I
wasn't the
love the
Prelude, it was
Prelude.
something else.
Mm.
Oh, the classic Prelude was a cool car. I don't remember
Mhm.
what this was called, but it
Yeah,
was
all the cool
definitely a
kids had a
Honda.
Prelude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jay, you're right. That song was on Some Kind of Wonderful. You're right. And yes,
Oh,
Jolie,
the
that was
Del
it. The Del
Sol.
Sol.
The
Yes,
Del
that's it.
Sol was a piece of like rubber that just picked completely up off of it, right?
That was it. Yes.
It looked like a Fiero or something.
Yes. Very much like a Fiero.
That's it. Yep, yeah.
Yes.
Jason says when I was a kid, one of my favorite songs were Betty Davis Eyes. Oh, I love Kim
Her
Carnes.
hair was
What?
hollow gold, her lips sweet
It's
surprise.
surprise.
She's
Her
pure
hair
as
is
New York snow.
no.
She's
She's
got
got
Betty Davis
I
eyes
should take a tumble on.
on you.
We don't know.
Oh, you like your dice.
Until you come
Come
up
up so. She's
something
got Betty Davis eyes. That's it.
and she'll sneak and she'll leave. I don't know. I really
I
don't. I
don't
can't
that
remember.
it's yes,
Oh my God.
it's
I
something along
wanted,
those
are you
lines.
guys ready for this? In college, I wanted one of those. I can't even think of it now, but I wanted one. So Geo Storm.
Geostorm. I
I wanted a
dated a guy
storm.
who had a Geostorm, a yellow
Those
Geostorm.
were badass. I
They
wanted one
were
so bad.
they were badass. It was awesome.
We
Yeah.
test drove one once, and Bill was like, "This fantasy's over, babe. We're done with it. This is not. They don't even make this car now." I was like, "All right." Yeah, the
Yeah.
Geostorm, Le Car. Oh my God, my friend had a Le Car. Yeah.
I remember Diana's sister had a Lacar, Renault Lacar.
Oh, I have to tell you this story. So we had a substitute in school. I'm gonna tell you the story, and then we're gonna get out of here because I told y'all I wouldn't keep you forever, but I'm having so much fun.
I
Okay,
know.
when I was in high school, I was a senior, and one of my teachers, I don't know if they got pregnant. You know that whole thing where somebody has to come in and take over, or they got sick, but we had like a substitute who then turned into the like teacher,
Uh-huh.
and it was an older man, and his wife was a teacher too.
Okay.
And I had him. I didn't have his wife as a substitute, but I had him, and he was a very nice guy. He was kind of a hippie. They were kind of hippy dippy, long hair. They
Uh-huh.
had a Le Car. Okay. And
Okay.
those things were tiny.
They
And
were.
I literally had to say, I had so much detention when I was a kid. So I missed, yeah. Oh, I can't imagine.
You?
But
Winnie?
yeah.
Really?
And so his class was right near like my one of my last classes, and then I would miss my bus, and then if somebody wasn't there, my grandmother, I lived with her at the time, and I didn't drive, so I didn't have a car until I graduated. So she if she was at work, I mean, I was just stuck, or I'd have to walk, and it was miles. I was
I
probably
bet.
7 to 10 miles away. It was a long way.
Yep.
And so I just was like, so anybody, sometimes I'd wait on, my friends that played basketball or whatever. If
Yeah.
there was band, I was in the band, but this day, I didn't have anybody. I could not get a ride home, but I had to stay detention or I was going to get suspended.
Oh.
So this teacher who I was friendly with,
Oh.
nothing, he was probably in his 50s. Nothing untowards in my thoughts. Disgusting. Wasn't it like a good looking, he wasn't like Robert Redford or nothing. He was like
Yeah.
bald with kind of longer, not attractive. But anyway, he said, because he could see I was upset about it. I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? And he was like, oh, we'll give you a ride. We'll give you. And I go, you don't even know where I live. He goes, well, you have to live in the city because you go to a city school. So I
Yeah.
said,
Makes sense.
all right, you don't mind. And he goes, no, no. Well, I didn't think about it, but his wife, oh my God, she was so
Oh
pissed.
no. Oh
She
no.
She did not speak to me 1 second. I'm like, "Oh, okay, it's right here, turn right up
Wow.
here," and like, "Okay, it's right here in the corner, you just pull over and let me out," and I was like, "Thank you so much,"
Wow.
but she was like, and I had to get, that little tiny car, think of that car. I had to get in the car, like, they had to pull the seat out, like, get me in,
Yeah.
I wasn't that big in school, but anyway, she
But
was
they were
just
little
kind of
cars. I mean, they were like
tiny.
sardine cans.
And I can just remember sitting there thinking, "Oh, this was a mistake." But
Oh,
I didn't
Jesus.
have feelings for her husband at any. I was 17
Right.
years old.
But you know how some women are, and they're crazy,
She
and they think
was
everybody's after them.
pissed. I
Oh my
didn't
God.
I still had him in class, but I never like spoke to him friendly in a friendly way ever again because I
Yeah.
thought,
You don't want to get on
is
their
he
wrong
getting the wrong
side.
idea too? Like what's going
When are you home wrecker?
I know. It was like, thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Bye. Bye now. Like crazy. Oh my god.
That is funny.
Yeah, yeah, crazy. But anyway. Yeah, the Geo Metro was even tinier. Yeah. Yeah. Left is a 310 and right and 210. I had a 7 B Datsun B710 or something like that one time.
I don't know,
It
but
was a
Datsuns were
piece
cool.
of crap. It was a
Datsuns were
piece
cool though. You
Yeah, I
most
had a
of them,
Datsun
but
280. My first
yeah,
car
oh,
was a
the
Datsun
280Z.
280. Yeah, that
Yes.
thing was the pit. I mean, it was the shit. I had a Alpine stereo. Those of you know. I had
Yep.
louvers on the back, Western wheels, had domed headlight covers. It was the shit. And then my dad thought I was drinking in it, and he took it completely away from me and put me in a Buick Skylark.
Oh man. Oh, that's a downer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we can appreciate a Buick at this age, but when you're
Oh yeah,
young,
it ran the Buick ran like a top.
oh, Buicks were nice car. Well, they
Yeah,
are nice cars. They
the
were
Datsun didn't run so great, but I
no,
I
but they were
grieved the
cool.
loss of that car. I traded a guy once I met
Yeah.
right before I met Bill. I traded my I think I had like a Sentra. Oh no, I
Oh
traded
yeah,
my
yeah.
dad. I had a Sentra. Was that a Toyota? I can't remember.
Nissan.
Nissan. Yeah, I had a
Hmm.
Nissan Sentra. And my dad wanted it for work because it got good gas mileage. And he had a great big Ford LTD, Ford or two door, but it was huge. Big tank. Took like, $20 to go across town.
Yeah.
And so, but I mean, back then, $15 would fill it up really.
Oh
But
yeah.
I was looking in the paper in the trade ads, in the one ads, and some guy wanted to trade a Datsun. It was a 80, I want to say it was an 88 280ZX.
Oh.
White, like the one that I had.
Yeah.
He wanted to trade and he said, just call with any trade. And I called him and I said, I have a Ford LTD. And my dad was like, you're crazy. My car, that LTD is worth way more than this stupid piece of crap you're going to. And
They
I
were
was like,
tanks
I don't
too.
care. I want it. And so I drove the wheels off that damn thing. And then Bill and I got pregnant. We had to get rid of it, but we had to get it like a family car. But
The
yeah.
one car that I remember from then that was a Buick that was like a cool car for a younger person was the Buick Rialto. It was not around for a lot of years. That was a cool, cool looking car. It looked
Yeah.
sporty. It was elegant. Almost put you in mind of a Jaguar, like a classic Jaguar line. It was a sharp looking car. But yeah.
But
But
yeah, but yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much. The mods, you have worked overtime. Thank
yes,
you
they
so
have.
much. Tears
They
in
have.
heaven. I
Thank
mean,
you
kisses in
guys.
heaven, kisses from the angels for you. Dawn, thank you for coming on. You never
Oh
see 280Z on the road anymore. I know we need
no,
one.
it's
We
sad.
need one. I couldn't get in and out of one. It's on the ground.
It is. I couldn't do it anymore
I'd
either.
have to roll out and then kind of get up. But anyway,
But thanks
bye,
for having me, Wendy. It
guys.
was fun.
I
Bye.
know. Bye. Love you
Bye.
guys. Thank you.
Love you all. Bye.